into Kelowna territory. Shot scores! Ewan Wood with the early marker for the Buffaloes. Start for the Buffs. Morissette now carries in across Kelowna's blue line. He's across here, Forbes with it. Sips one through towards the net. Blocked by the rink Kelowna defense. Back to Forbes. He'll fire that down the ice. Now it's fired up to neutral territory, and Bodie Edwards will dump that into Kelowna's end. Complete a line change. Kelowna now tips it in behind the Buffs end. Kelowna will go for a line change. Bodie Edwards picks up, I should say. Takes it across center ice, dumps it in on net. Tate Harris on the half wall, pressuring. Shot on net, deflected, but an easy save for the netminder. Edwards with it at center ice. He'll get across the red line and dump it in behind the rink, Kelowna net. Rink now up with it, center ice, into the Buff zone. RHA will settle it down there for Garofalo. Garofalo moves it out to the blue line. Rink still has it there though. Bounces across it and Ruperding will pick it up. Across center ice, dump it deep into Rink's end. Now we got a stretch pass to the Kelowna forward. Saved by Hartel. Little poke check on the move. Shot through, post shot. Good opportunity there for Kelowna. Back up to the point now. Kelowna will take it out to neutral ice and now dump it back in. Peterson back after it for the Buffs. Dumped her on the near side where Turchak will collect, get it back to the point. Left point, shot through, Hartel with the glove. Save, and the hold for a face-off. Point, Kelowna shoots, deflected wide. Wood with it in the Buffalo zone, back to the point. Looks like the net was maybe dislodged. The referee is going to put the net back in place. Had a couple times earlier in the game when the earlier game where the net came off, so hopefully it's not a consistent problem here. Kick back to the Kelowna point. Moving to the center of the ice. Shot on Hartel. Save. He's got it under his butt, it would appear. Kelowna with some pressure here. We got another face-off in the Buffalo zone. Shot through, saved by Hartel. Deflects that off to the corner, but behind the Buffs net, from the far half board, to the point now, over the left point here. Shot through again. Hartel will snag that and hold on for a face-off. Kelowna with it, digging for it, as you see in the corner. The Buffs pressuring the forecheckers, trying to steal the puck and move it into safety. Offside is waved off. Kelowna fires it up the ice, and looks like that'll be an icing call here. Morris wins the race for the puck. Rink with it in their own zone, chopped it up to center ice, and dumped back in. Offside is cleared by the Buffs. Going with it, Steven now pressuring on the forecheck. Kelowna picks up and moves out of the zone. Dumped in on net, Hartel steers that to the corner. And Forbes now with it, skate out with speed across center ice into Kelowna zone. He'll lead the forecheck. Harris covers for him. Kelowna now again with it into Buff territory. Shot through, blocked there nicely at the defense. I think that was Nathan Morris who got in the way of that. Fade Harris now alone basically inside the Buff zone, or inside the Kelowna zone, and the Rink team brings it back in. Morris is a nice hit. Puck still behind the net. Rink shot. Blocker save. Now will be brought out by Steven. Steven up across center ice. He'll dump it in and go for a change. Madgedell on the ice now. Heading in on the forecheck. Garofalo with it. Garofalo dump it in. Turchak after it. Turchak growls that at center ice. He leads the check and dumps it behind Kelowna's net. Chipped up in the air across center ice. Kelowna will chip it into the Buff zone. Madgedell with it. Madgedell finds Parkinson. Nice pinch there, a rush there by Parkinson. Just fires the shot wide. Puck blocked up there by the Buffs. Provan now moves it out. Nice quick breakout. Wood just didn't get a stick on the puck, but now he is into the zone. Tries to find an on-rushing Provan, but it's blocked by the Kelowna defense. Bungay now with it behind the net. Tries to get that out front. Blocked by the defense again. Shot on goal. Hartel with the snag with the mitt. Off to Hartel's left. Blocked there by Bodie Edwards. Edwards will chip it off the glass and down the ice. Looks like we'll have an icing call. dumped up the ice, and Morissette chasing on the forecheck. Followed up by Murphy. Morissette chips that back down in the corner. Murphy heads after it. He's got support from Alaric. And Kelowna pulls it free and skates up ice with speed across center ice into Buffalo zone. Dumped into the corner. Rink player waiting for it. Morris with it now. Shot in on Hartel, and he'll hold on to that. Slow things up a little bit here. Scramble, the rink comes away with it, but now Harris regains possession. Lost there. We got a penalty for head contact on Kelowna, it looks like. I didn't see it myself. 2-minute head contact penalty. Buffaloes will head off on the power play. 2 minutes or less. Edwards with it at the point. Edwards across to Murphy. Murphy will bring that behind the net. Near half wall now. Turchak. Turchak back to Murphy. Murphy back to Turchak. Turchak sidestepping some checkers. Garofalo is able to steal that back. Murphy now with it. Murphy over to Turchak. Nice shot, deflection by Steven, and their rink team will fire it down the ice. Hartel sets it up for Edwards. Shot through, rebound, knocks the goalie's mask off. We'll have a stoppage of play in the face-off. Shot right off the mask, but the loosened his clips. Mask falls to the ice, and we have a stoppage. Gets past Morris at the point. He'll have to rush back to get it over to Morissette. Full forwards and a D-man on the power play for the Buffaloes. Goaltender shuffles it around to Alaric on the half wall. He moves in, shot off the side of the net, and looks like the net's come off its pegs again on this end this time. Set on the draw for the Buffaloes. Back to Morris. Morris finds Alaric, shot through, and a nice snag by the netminder. Hold for another face-off. 43 seconds to go in the Buffaloes power play. Or less. They should score. Rink team looks to clear it, but it's blocked up there in the circle. Morissette over to Morris. Morris to Alaric. Alaric's impeded there from getting to the net. Got Wood shot through. Sneaky shot under the traffic, but no buck there for rebound. Down to 10 seconds to go in the Buffalo's power play. Forbes now, dump it deep in his zone, it sticks, snaps. He'll have to race to the bench for a change. Lindstrom is in there. Oh, the puck fired in front by Turchak. Took past the handle. Rink will pick it up at center ice. Dump it to far corner. Lindstrom after it. Lindstrom and the ref and everyone is in a pile down in the Buffalo's end. Lindstrom. Turchak makes a move. Tripped up, no call though. Too many men call, but no. Fortunate for the Kelowna player, didn't touch the puck. May have been a penalty. Harris with it now. Harris moves it up to Steven. Steven moves it up to Lumerding. Lumerding racing in down the left wing side. Pass in front. Oh, the Kelowna player just manages to scoop that away. Rink in with speed. Parkinson now with it in his own zone. Chops it up, takes a hit. Steven now moves it in across Kelowna's zone. Easy shot down in on the goaltender and forces a face-off down in Kelowna's end. Heads up. Shot there by Bungay. Doesn't get through. Nice play there by Garoppolo or Wood. And a big hit by Wood. Provan. Pass is deflected away from Wood, an intended target. Now dumped in behind, or down the Buffalo's end. Parkey just out of the reach of Provan with that pass. So face-off will come down into the Buffalo zone on an icing call. Uh-oh. Puck on the half wall, far side. The Rink. Oh, pass in front there. Man alone just fans on the shot. Lucky there for the Buffs. Puck will trickle into Hartel. He'll cover that up for a face-off. Going with it. There looks to move in towards the center of the ice. Shot deflected high over the net. Shot on Hartel, wide of the net. Back to the left point here for Rink. Shot wide of the net again. Another shot through. So as if we're going to get some pucks at the net here, obviously. That's a rubber flying towards the Bucks net. Edwards now will pick that up and pull it out of the end, out from behind the net. Nice move there by Murphy. Murphy in. More set with it. He can't pull the trigger. Kelowna now with speed across the Bucks line. Dangerous rebound off the back wall. Picked up by Alaric. Over to Morissette. He eludes a hit and will chip that up where Garofalo skates onto it. Morissette loses an edge. Garofalo now eludes a hit but then lost the puck. Puck dump behind the net. Kelowna's netminder pick it up there. Kerchak intercepts. Let's play there. Madgell with it. Oh, nice try there. Garofalo finally got the last shot, and I think it was just deflected wide of the net by a Kelowna defender. Puck chipped up high. Kerchak with the puck here. Across the blue line with speed. Cuts to the middle of the ice. Rebound. Caught high over the net. And fired down the ice by Garofalo. We'll have an icing call on the Buffaloes. Off to the right of Hartel. Lindstrom moves it up to Madgell. Madgell will dump that into the far corner. Then forechecking. Madgell head off the ice for a change here. Rink moves into Buffalo's territory. Edwards with it behind the net. He managed to skate out of trouble. Up across center ice, now into Kelowna zone. They rim it hard around the boards. And Kelowna's going to force Edwards back with pace, and he fires that over the boards into the players' bench, it looks like. So face off deep in Buffalo's territory. Puck won by the Rink Hockey Academy. Shot on Hartel. He corrals that and comes up for another face-off. We'll have a redo. Buffaloes win that draw. Bungay moves up to center ice. Dumps it in. The Rink team dumps it in deep. Edwards, nice turn away from trouble. Cody Edwards recognized as an all-star from the tournament this year. Earlier, just in a ceremony before the game. And that's an icing call. Icing call, but the Buffaloes are changing. I'm not sure what happened there. behind Kelowna's net. They force it up the rim, and Parkinson will now be after it. A Kelowna man on his back. Parkinson doing a good job, battling, continuing to push the play. Dumped in by Brady Murphy. Good back check there by Morissette. Forbes now intercepted by the rink player there. They're unable to get a shot away right away, but they do continue with some pressure in the Buffalo's territory now. Puppy's scrambling in the back of the net. Forbes dumps it up the boards and now down the ice. I think Morissette's going to beat out that icing. Buffalo intercepts there. Oh, he tries to hit RHA with the pass. Kelowna intercepts and moves down the ice. Good play by Lindstrom. Kelowna intercepts. Turchak now after it. Turchak will clear the zone. He dumps it down the ice. Buffalo after it. And the goaltender will come out and make a stop and cover for a face-off. Buffalo on the draw with Magstell and Turchak on the forward line. Shot through, walkered away by the netminder. Dump behind the net. Now fired down the ice off of Morris's glove so there won't be icing. Edwards with pressure. For Turchak now. Turchak will get out of the zone. He dumps that off of Garofalo's back. And as such, they're called offside. Brings it in the zone, circles to the middle of the ice, and is taken down there by a couple of rink players. We got trouble here in front. Steven in for it. Steven back checking nicely. Gets in the way of the rink attacker. Oh, that's going to be offside. Harris was in across before the puck. With it up across center ice, carries into the Buffalo zone. And I'm not sure what the whistle's for there. Maybe an offside call. Coming in now with pressure. Player in front. Tap through. Martel is pulled down. Looks like he's all right. Referee blew the whistle. Maybe the net was off its pegs. One minute to go here in the first period. Murphy takes a nasty slash. Carries on though. Tries to get that back out to Alaric, but can't. collect there. Puck in on Hartel, he just kicks that to the corner and the bouncing puck. Kelowna circling to the point. Managed to keep it in. Now circling to the middle of the ice, looking for a shot opportunity. Right point. Deflected. Picked up by the Buffaloes though. No, Majdel will clear the zone. Now Alaric with it. Alaric finds Majdel. He kicks that in. Across the blue line, but no further. Puck flipped up over into the penalty box area. 3 seconds on the clock. Up face off deep in Kelowna zone. And that will do it for the first period. Early, quick goal by the Buffaloes, and no other score throughout the period. 1-0, heading to the second. We'll be back after this break.
Monopoly double play is back. I said 25 grand. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Much better. Okay, now you just want a brand new Chevrolet Corvette. I think you just painted. Impressive. Feel like a winner. Unpack and enact. Monopoly double play is back.
And it looks like the Buffaloes will be on the penalty kill to start the second period.
You're Kirk, you know, showing Tony's going to come right after you now. Dodger infield plays back and shifting to
we got the ball game on for us.
First and second,
I don't know. It'd be nice if they did.
starting slower and aimed at the top of the zone. Drew Kirk, 6'21", 2 homers and 6 RBIs in the World Series. 0-1 pitch. Hot foul, right side, on the run, frame it toward the side. Warning track makes the ground above his head and spins to check on the runners. Bichette remains at second, and Archer at first. 1 out here. A big out for Ohtani in this inning.
Yeah, it's a big out. The Blue Jays seem to have been struggling with that last couple of games, getting early pressure, putting early pressure on the pitcher, and then not being able to move the runners with no outs or 1 out.
Blue Jays were 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Swing and a miss. 99 above the zone. Just by a hair. It's 1-2.
That's a tough pitch. Although it was a ball, it looks very enticing to a left-handed hitter. Unfortunately, Andres Jimenez probably swung at the ball too. That's a tough pitch to take. You got guys in scoring position.
Jimenez just trying to get on any way he can. The 1-2 pitch. Hit back foul. Fights off the high slider, sending it back into the seats behind home plate. Still 1-2. Two hits and a walk in this inning. Otani nods and unleashes his 43rd pitch of the night. Swing and a miss. He got it. 99 in on the hands of screen from Otani, who gives up the 3 base runners, but strands them all. No score headed to the 3rd game 7 of the World Series. You're listening to Blue Jays World Series Baseball, brought to you by your local family-owned Brown Rust Control Center, streaming on the Sportsnet app and the Sportsnet Radio Network.
Bison are really stomping Airdrie today.
Are they?
6-1.
Oh, wow.
Middle of the second.
Oh, wow. Well, that's good.
Should be able to make it in the league this year.
Yeah.
Only got 1 loss so far.
Yeah.
That was to Red Deer.
Red Deer looks tough.
Red Deer, OHA, and Edge are, they're fans of AAA, and then there's another level.
Yeah.
And,
Those 3 teams are
yeah.
that higher level, yeah. Well, if the provincials will be in the north part of Alberta, right? Someone in the north would host this year?
Well, we got an email from our governor of the week,
Yeah.
and in it he said it is open.
Oh, okay.
Could usually would go to the north, but it all depends who applies and what their bid looks like.
So anybody could, okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to go to Red Deer again, especially with them having won it last year and being so strong. When you're at home in provincials like that, it isn't it does
Makes a
help.
difference for sure.
It does help to be something
yeah.
proper meals.
It's a long tournament. Like it's a grind, so you're right. I think staying at home would be a huge advantage. Because then there would be, would it normally then be 3 from the north and 2 from the south?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the host team and
Yeah. But if it's hosted in the south, then there would be 2 in the host, right?
yeah.
2 north, 2 south, and whoever hosts. Well, that's good. Keep it rolling there. You're having a good season so far.
Yeah, a lot of speed on the team. A lot of teams that we've played so far are overwhelmed by this.
Having a tough time,
that
yeah.
we have.
Yeah, good. Well, that's great.
Our goaltending is good, but not at the level of what we've had
Yeah.
in the past. But can score enough goals, but and
Well, it's still early in the season. Like, everything can still get better, right?
yeah. I really like our little goalie, the younger guy. He's so competitive.
Yeah.
Oh man, he comes out and challenges, and for a little guy, he's got quite a competitive
Yeah,
streak.
that's
And then
good.
when you see him walk out of the dressing room, he's just this little kid. Like, it's unbelievable that guy plays hockey.
Athletic and competitive. That's what you want.
Yeah.
icing penalty, we believe, right at the buzzer. So Buffalo's killing a 2-minute minor. Face-off one back by Murphy. Morris will collect the puck and fire it down the ice to kill a few seconds off the penalty. Puck across to the near boards. Shot in on Hartel. Rebound is there and it's in. Snuck under Hartel's arm, perhaps, and trickles across the line. Poked in across the line. Power play goal. Lower rink. Chips it in. Almost a mirror image of the Buffalo's early goal in the first period. As far as the timing of it. Oh, pass through to Turchak. Doesn't get through by Magdal. Turchak dumps it behind the net. Magdal after it. Rink flips it high up in the air. Lindstrom behind. He may have hit him in the back, and he chops it out to center ice. Magdal now across the blue line. And we'll have a penalty on Rink. Certainly sold that hook, or whatever they're going to call it. Not a great penalty call. Morris at the point now. Alaric with it. Alaric shot. Hit Bungie in the back. Sat there precariously in the crease. Back to Morris on the right point. Morris down to Wood. On the half wall. Behind the net to Bungay. Bungay has that chopped away from him. And Rink will collect and dump it down the ice. Hartel set it up for Morris. Now to Wood. Wood, oh, it is for Morissette. Just fires it wide. Glorious opportunity there for the Buffaloes. Oh, we got an offside here. Just got across the line before Morissette just passed it back in. Up the Buffalo's line. Edwards kicks it out. Oh, deflected there. Nice save by the netminder. A couple deflections and shots. Made their way through. Edwards with it in his own zone. Lots of pressure here by the rink forechecker. Passed up there nicely by Garofalo. By Turchak. Turchak was shot in, and the netminder will save and hold for a face-off. Fires that across the slot. Comes back down into Buffalo's territory, and Edwards has a rink player all over him down there. Jack will pick up and carry it out with speed across center ice to Murphy. Murphy now carries that in across the line. Oh, we got an offside call. Face off just in front of the Buffalo's bench. Back to 5-on-5 here. Power play for Buffaloes is unsuccessful. Harris with it. Harris pulls that out front. A nice job jamming the crease there. Peterson dumps that behind the net. Bloomerding with it. Now to Harris. It's in front. Can't connect on the pass. Parkinson just has that focus away from him. Peterson does a nice job covering up. Dumped into Buffalo's territory. Hartel will pass it up there. Chops it up to Harris. Can't collect the pass. Now Rink moves in on net. Lumerding with it now. Lumerding across the blue line to Provan. Provan carries in, chips it into the corner. He'll chase after it behind the net. Fire down the ice. No icing. Forbes back after it behind his own net. Given away there. To defend on the pass. Now Lindstrom will collect and move it up the boards. Comes it back to him. They'll circle back behind the net. Alaric now with it. Alaric up to Murphy. Back to Forbes. High over the net. Ring 3-on-2. Charging down the ice into Buffalo's territory. Buffaloes do a good job of taking that away, and the puck flipped over the glass into the first row. Face off in Buffalo's territory. Garofalo across the line. Magdell looks for Garofalo. Can't get his stick on it. He's getting hooked up a little bit there by the rink defender. Nice job there with stealing the puck away. Nope, stopped, blocked there. Morris now chasing back. Got a rink player on his back. Looks for Edwards. The rink intercepts. Still after now for the Buffaloes. Rink netminder out to play it. This defender gets there first, so moves it away to safety. Shot in there on Hartel, and he corrals that. Will hold for a face-off. The blue line. line. Hartel will assist that puck into the corner. He's going wide. Nice pass there from Forbes to Lindstrom. Gets up to the blue line and Rink will keep it in. Shot wide of the net. Pressure maintained by Rink, keeping his own. Puck around behind the net. Pass out front. Now to the right point here for Rink. A little bit of pressure. High up over the net. Deflection wide. So it's saved by Hartel. Puck goes wide now. Rink with pressure here in the Buffaloes' territory. And the puck does just get out across the blue line. Aaron pass. Wood now, dump it in deep, far corner in the Rink zone, but he's by himself as his line mates are off for a change, so Rink carries it out relatively easily. Parkinson now back for it. Chops it off the boards. Whitmerding picks up, gets it out. Harris now chasing a hard forecheck on the Rink player. And he's going to get called for a penalty. I'm not sure what for. Boarding, I guess. I'm not sure that's boarding. But that's the call. Buffaloes are shorthanded here for 2-minute minor for boarding. Power play, so it may have been the first power play goal given up by the Buffaloes this weekend, so hopefully that trend doesn't continue. Shot whipped wide of the net, picked up there, and shot down to Majel. Goaltender out to play it. Gets it up to Murphy. Oh, Murphy didn't see the Kelowna player there lurking in the weeds. Now Majel will carry it up across center ice and into Kelowna's zone. He just dumps it behind the net and he'll skate in after it. Good play there by Morris. He fires it down the ice. Killing a little more time off the penalty. Wood with it. Pressuring on the forecheck. Down to a minute left in this penalty to the Buffaloes. Buffaloes can't get it out there. Lindstrom with it, but he's dispossessed. And Rink will bring it in. Cycling it on the near half wall, back to the point. Band on by the Buffaloes, puck over to the left half wall. Shot wide of the net. Back to the point. Half wall, backdoor pass. And down to the last 10 seconds to go on the penalty for the Buffaloes. That should about do it as Harris steps back on the ice. We're back to 5-on-5. Oh my gosh. Bell with the save. Not exactly sure how he got it, but he got it under his arm. That might sneak through, but Hartel with the snag. to the races. Oh, that's deflected over the net. Shot from Harris. Had Steven with him. And maybe didn't know he was there. Shot whipped high over the net. Will come all the way outside the zone. And the rink player is taking a penalty here. They'll advise slash or shot on Parkinson, it looks like. 2 minutes for slashing. Buffalo's on the power play, 2 minutes or less. Kept in there by Edwards, smartly with his foot. Murphy can't get it over to Steven. Oh, now they do dump it out front, but the rink player is there to intercept and fire it down the ice. Set up there for Edwards. It's up, Garofalo with it. Garofalo to Murphy. Oh! Turchak whips that one wide. Great setup there from Garofalo to Murphy to Turchak. Garofalo battling for it there. Down to a minute to go here in the power play for the Buffaloes. Edwards with it, forechecker on him. He smartly sneaks out the back door and heads up ice across the blue line into rink territory. Tied up on the far corner. Goes out of there by Magdal. Oh, nice try. Another slash. Hartel will race to the bench and they give it up for the 2-man advantage for 27 seconds. One back for the Buffaloes. Garofalo at the point. Over to Edwards. Edwards to Garofalo. Garofalo to Edwards. Playing catch there a little bit. Buffaloes maintain possession. Down to 10 seconds here in the 2-man advantage. Over to Turchak. Turchak with the shot just wide. We've got the first man is out of the box now for rink. Shot on net. Oh, and it's picked off there briefly. Job by the Buffaloes to keep possession here. Goaltender covers up in the crease. Around the boards by Rink, and it clears the zone. Morissette now back in his own zone. Buffaloes look to regroup. Up to Bungay. Bungay dumps it in behind the net, and he's in after it. I'm not sure why that's not a tripping call or an interference call. We go to Alaric here. Alaric, nice pass in. Oh, it's off the post. Off the post. I don't know how that didn't go in. Good opportunity there for the Buffaloes as the power play winds down. Still 30 seconds to go. Morissette spins, away from pressure. Back to Lindstrom. Now down to Madgel. Madgel finds Alaric on the near point. Fired around on the boards. Dumped in deep. Harris will get after it. We're down to the last 3 seconds in the penalty. We'll be back to 5-on-5 here shortly. And Rink has successfully killed that penalty off. Forbes now with it. Rink goes for a change. He's got a little bit of ice to move. Oh, fires that right off the linesman. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. So it looks like he said sorry, at least. Make sure he's okay there. Puck will make its way down in on Hartel, and he'll hold on to that for a face-off. 1-1 still here, second period. Pass intercepted by Madgel, and he races up ice. Comes behind the net. Turchak will get in after it. Bumps the Rink defender. Graflow. Oh, that shot through is deflected off the Rink forward. And they'll escape the zone, deflecting it down into Buff territory. Parkinson with it. Parkinson up to Madgel. Oh, that was a late high stick call there. Madgel knocked that puck down with a high stick. Face off outside the Buff zone. Coach is not happy for Rink. Where the face off is. Hit the net up there, I think. Saves there by Hartel. Nice work. Once that puck actually left the playing surface off his stick initially. It would have been a shame if one of those shots had gone in. Puck dumped down into Buffalo's territory. Edwards after it. Puck dumped high up the glass. Morris is back to collect it for the Buffaloes. Finds Wood. Wood fires into the far corner. Provan will chase after it. Wood picks up the Hartel knocks that down. Back to the left point. Shot in. Right on Hartel, and he'll stop that and corral for no rebound. Pass up to Morissette. Morissette fires that in behind the net. Alaric after it. Manages to steal the puck there. Murphy is into support. Puck still tied up there. Now Rink will skate it out. Pass in front. Saved by Hartel on the deflection in close. blue line now, and Lumiting can't collect the pass. But Buffalo steal it away again, and now move it up to their line, rinks line one more time. Puck deflects over the boards and into the rink players bench. Parkinson moves that up to the blue line. Steven has his stick lifted and can't get it out. Harris, though, is able to pick it up and skates away with speed. Now Lumiting after it. Rifled in around the boards, hard rim. Seems like a strategy of the rink team. Just about a giveaway there, turnover from Lumiting, but able to recover, no harm. And that's going to be a penalty on the Buffaloes, undoubtedly. Likely Brady Lumiting, I think, will be heading off. Just face off in the Buffalo zone. 2-minute tripping call. With it across to the near point. Right point over to left point now. Where the puck escapes the zone. And the Buffaloes will have an opportunity to kill a few seconds off the clock. Over to Morris. Morris up to Garofalo, and he'll just chip it in and head off for a change. Majdel, Morris standing up there at the blue line, and Majdel picks up the loose puck and fires it down the ice. Not an ice, but it could have been an ice. Edwards battling hard, as is everybody else on the Buffalo team, to kill this penalty off. Puck down the ice. We're 30 seconds to go here in the second period. Fired up off the boards by Brady Murphy. Down to 7 seconds to go in the second period. Player in hard, fast, and Hartel makes a save there with 1 second to go on the clock. Rink's going to pull their goaltender here for the last 1 second. I'm not sure you can score with 1 second on the clock, but I'm going to give it a try. As long as the timekeeper starts things on time, we should be clear of any real danger for the Buffaloes. And there ends the second period. Buffaloes will be short-handed for 24 seconds after the intermission.
This is Toronto Blue Jays postseason baseball.
Dodgers on the board with a sac fly in the top of the fourth, but 2 diving catches, 1 from Marshall, 1 from Guerrero. Help Max Scherzer out of the game. It's 3-1 Blue Jays on the fourth inning about to start. Still the reliever, Justin Robleski for the Dodgers, who came in at the final 2 outs of the bottom of the third. We welcome you back to the Don Valley Norflex's broadcast booth above the diamond at Rogers Center. I'm Ben Schulman alongside Chris Lord. Lefty Robleski and Bernie Clemens. First pitch hit on the ground up for shortstop Ben's charges. Bumped. Throws to first just in time. Double clutch almost for Ben's on the first pitch out for Robleski.
Yeah, not sure if Mookie Bennett didn't have a very good handle on that baseball, but that was a close play at first base as Ernie Clement runs back to the dugout shaking his head. That was a weird one.
Yeah, maybe just didn't have the handle for a guy who's probably the front runner to win that shortstop in the National League. One out, Andres Jimenez is shown, but on left the pitch. Up and in with 95. Jimenez bouncing around as he turns out the way ball one. And I think the Blue Jays were thinking about challenging that. The umps crashed in for a moment. Blue Jays said no, we won't. And now everyone returns to their positions. One out, base is empty. Not from Robleski in the 1-0. Right on the corner with 95 on him outside. Corner for a ball strike. 1-1. Tyler West now is up in the Dodger pen. He's been throwing a line. 1-1. Foul away 1-2.
You have to imagine that he needs more time than most relievers. He's injury prone, he's a starter, or has been a starter for the majority of his career. So I'm assuming that Dave Roberts is going to give him every single pitch that he needs down there.
And he did throw yesterday, but very briefly. He did fully warm up and get into the game to earn the seed for the Dodgers in their Game 6 win. Hunter, inside, did not hit him. I thought I heard two sounds, and Jimenez points to the Blue Jay dugout. I think that might have got him in the yard.
He does wear that elbow guard that hangs down below the elbow. We've seen that get clipped quite a bit this season. Outsiders not going to take a look at this.
That's just been an awkward sounding to the club. Now it's your 2 count. Robleski's pitch. And that one in for sure. 96 and Andres Jimenez having words with Robleski. Robleski charging him, and the benches are clearing. Dugouts on the field. Robleski held back by Muncy.
Benches are clearing.
Bullpens are clearing on us now in Game 7 of the World Series.
I'm not really sure what Justin Robleski was doing. He charged at Andres Jimenez. Andres Jimenez just put both of his palms up in the air saying, hey man, what are you throwing inside 3-4 pitches in a row? Rushing me back. There's no need for that. That's all he was saying. And Robleski seemed like he was offended by that. Jeff Hoffman is getting into it with somebody out there as Clayton Kershaw comes in to break it up. And this is getting a little bit heated, a little bit more heated than I thought it would get initially.
Robleski turned around as Muncy fended him off from trying to take on the entire Blue Jay lineup. He started giving his 2 cents to all the Blue Jay relievers. And the teams are still fully on the field right now. Dugouts and bullpens have cleared.
I just don't understand what Justin Robleski was doing. That happens all day long. You throw 3 fastballs up and in, you're going to get a look from the batter. You're going to get a reaction from the batter. That's all Andres Jimenez was doing. He was telling Robleski, hey man, that's enough. And Robleski just charged right towards him. That was a weird one.
And which team hit George Springer in this series? Which team hit Alejandro Kirk in the wrist last night? It's been a lot of pitches inside on the Blue Jays. You have the right to pitch inside, but they have the right to not be happy about it if these guys can't control it either. And for Robleski, that's likely his night anyway. As he nearly hit Jimenez twice before nailing him on the right hand with 96.
And now the umpires are gathering. They're going to have a meeting out there in the infield. I don't know what they're talking about. Wondering if there's going to be some ejections. Yeah, that reaction from Andres Jimenez is just a normal reaction. I've gotten that reaction from batters before, but that doesn't give me the right to charge the batter. Andres Jimenez doesn't want to have an altercation with Robleski. He's literally just saying, hey, that's enough. That's all. That's all he was doing with that reaction.
Yeah, sure, back in it, fine.
Buck Martinez,
Robleski charging toward him.
solid playing from the way either.
Like
isn't Buck Martinez
because
the
he's
color guy?
starting to hit a Blue Jay hitter.
Yeah. I think he's usually the guy on there.
Moving towards Andres Jimenez
too. There was some pace.
While Orlowski is going to remain in this game, the umpires did not make this. So they have issued warnings to both sides. Usually they point them on the microphones to make sure the fans knew. And there are warnings now for both sides. Which makes things interesting because sometimes that means you hit a batter and things can end up happening even if it wasn't intentional. The warnings have been issued to both sides. Orlowski did some warm-up pitches here. And they're going to leave him in and face George Springer.
I disagree with those warnings. That changes the way guys pitch. We're in Game 7 of the World Series. There's absolutely no need to warn guys. Now, you can be out there and you get a fastball or get the sign for a fastball. You don't want to throw that fastball because if you let one go and hit somebody, you might be thrown out the ball.
Orlowski's standing now 6. Looks to Jimenez, who's leading off first to the pitch to Springer. Inside, ball 1. And I'd love to say that he's doing it on purpose, but I just don't think this guy's commanding his pitches. Left-hander set the 1. Swinging a liner off his 6. Rolls back to home plate. Springer will put it up first. Into second on Jimenez. Well, placeable save from George Springer. Not that he hit it, but then he got the infield hit because it ricocheted right back. And it's first and second, 1 out.
OJ's got a break right there. If the training staff is going to see, they're going to come out and see if Justin Orlowski is okay. Dave Roberts is slowly walking out behind them. But how about George Springer? Obviously not 100%, and he's 3 for 3 in this ball game.
Certainly, you hope Orlowski's all right. Whenever animosity exists between the teams, you never want to see anyone get injured. He does look to be walking okay right now, which is impressive. There was fined at 99, right off, I believe, his left shin. There was someone who broke down in his legs.
It doesn't look like Tyler Glasnow is ready down there. He's slowed down the pace, warming up. So I'm assuming that he's okay. I just don't know if Dave Roberts wants to bring him into a ball game when there's runners at first and second, and it's a really, really high leverage.
Plus, the lefties coming up, and Lucas, if you were going to leave in Orlowski for Springer, it was probably because you wanted to face Lucas. And they will leave Orlowski in this game. It's been an eventful bottom of the 4th to say the least. It's 3-1 Blue Jays, first and second, 1 out.
Although I guess Tyler Glasnow came into the ballgame last night in an extremely high leverage situation as well, so I guess that answers my question there.
I know John Schneider said on the other side, he's not nearly as worried about bringing in starters to clean innings in this game as you might be in the middle of September, let's say. I mean, they got to do what they got to do to get outs. 3-1 Blue Jays. Jimenez on second, Springer on first, 1 out. And the pitch to Lucas. Fouled off with the legs of Smith, who winces in game. Baker, the left plate out to the pitcher, Orlowski, 0-1.
Home plate open.
Watching the ball game.
Girls at that.
Yeah, that's right. Pause everything. There we go. Just a little delay here, folks. Waiting for the refs to show up. I think I got caught up in the Blue Jays game, maybe. Third period action. Buffaloes are short-handed still heading into the third. Heading left to right on your screen. Rink Kelowna heading right to left. 24 seconds to go in the penalty to Brady Lumerding. Seth Garofalo steals the puck. Heads in on goal. Can't get a shot away. That's a bit of a sell job by the netminder, maybe. Maybe short-handed again here, the Buffaloes.
You got shoved in!
Seth Garofalo heading off for goaltender interference, I'm assuming.
You got shoved in!
Great shot, save. Good opportunity there for Rink. Back to the right point now. Over the left half wall. Moves to the middle of the ice. Kicks it back down to the half wall. Buffaloes with pressure now. Scooted out to center ice. Rink brings it in with speed. Lindstrom does a good job. Saved by Hartel, nice glove. .122 to go in the penalty. Off the shoulder of Hartel. Keeps that puck out, and it does scoot down across blue line. Ewan Wood after it. Oh, that looks like a bit of a hook, but no call. Kelowna's diving all over the place. Big hit there. Kate Harris. Gets the boys going there on the bench. Rink brings it in, finds the man in the slot. Can't pull the trigger. Back down low, half wall, shot wide of the net. That'll rim around the boards and head down into Kelowna territory. Ten seconds to go in the penalty. Hartel will snag that and cover it for a face-off. Give his penalty killers a break. 8 seconds in the penalty to Grosslow. He'll rejoin the play. Back to the right point for a rink. Over now to the left point. Shot deflected off Lumerting's foot. Rink with it now. Dangerous position here. Behind the net. Looking for a man out front. Find him now. Back to the point. Shot. Walkered out by Hartel. Another shot. Saved. It's tied up in some skates there. Garofalo does just get it out and pokes it past the defender. Get it out across the blue line. Oh, that's a trip. Garofalo with it. Shot high over the net. Forbes with it now at the blue line. Moves it down to Garofalo. Garofalo snaking towards the net. Shot deflects up high and Kelowna will touch it for a face-off. And penalty upcoming. 2 minutes for tripping is the call. Buffalo's on the power play. 2 minutes. Minor. Collect the face-off and fire it down the ice. Morris after it in his own zone will regroup. Morris set on the near half wall. Tied up there by Kelowna. Buffaloes will try and dig it out. Looks to get that back to the point here to Morris. Pressured by a couple guys now. Create an odd man opportunity down low somewhere. Morris with it. Down low. Oh, can't quite corral that puck. And it's scooped down the ice by the Rink Hockey Academy. Turchak racing in. Has that taken away and Rink will fire it back down into Buffalo's territory. Good move by Edwards to escape pressure there. He skates in across the blue line, sets it up nicely, pushes the defenders back. Across to Murphy, Murphy to Edwards. Edwards looking the center of the ice for Turchak. Turchak circles to the half boards on the near side. Get some pucks to the net here. Oh my gosh, penalty coming again. Buffaloes. Rink with it at the point. Oh, nice save by Hartel on the one-timer in the high slot. Away. He's out of the box. Rink moves it into Buffalo's territory. Chopped away. Wood after it. There's another interference call perhaps, but no call there. RHA with the save. Into the corner for the rebound. Back to the point. Far side. Chipped off the pass is chipped there by Wood. Back into Kelowna zone. Harris picks it up. Nashville now. Seconds to go in the Buffalo's penalty. Buffalo's doing a good job killing here. 15 seconds to go now in the penalty on Edwards. Deflected in on RHA. He'll stick that to the corner. Now Garofalo back on the attack. Edwards is back on. We're 5-on-5 again. Forbes does a nice job there intercepting. More set now on the attack. Back to Lindstrom at the point. Dumps it behind for Wood. Oh, chips bouncing there. Buffaloes can't corral the puck to get a shot away. Shot there by Ewan Wood. We got a whistle, and net is likely off again. That goaltender's using that to his advantage. Edwards with it now, just slides it up the ice to Trey Stevens. Rims around on the dasher, almost all the way out around the boards and out of the zone. Rink will try that again, I assume. They do. Rim it in behind the net. RHA's out to stop it. Sets it up for Morris. Morris ends up on Harris's stick up from Lumerding. Lumerding will dump that in, or attempt to dump it in. Bouncing puck handled by the Kelowna netminders. Rink with speed in on the near side. Shot off RHA's shoulder and off the glass. Picked up there by Garofalo. He skates away up into Kelowna territory. Tripped up on his way. Chipped up there by Nigel. He picks it up, skates up across the blue line into center ice. It's Garofalo. Garofalo looking for a pass. Dumps that behind the net where Madgel's waiting. Kelowna player dumps that out. Forbes gets it back. We got a 2-on-1 creeping up here for the Buffaloes. Oh, Garofalo just spanned on the shot. Picks it up in the neutral zone. We'll head in on the attack. Dangerously here. No goal. Is the call on the ice? No idea where the puck is. right into Hartel. He scoops that to the side sorry, that's Morris, I mean. Holy smokes. Morris with it again. Fires it off the boards, up the ice. It'll be into Kelowna's zone, but not far enough for icing. Wood intercepts nicely. Over to Bungay. Bungay shot. Saved by the netminder. Steers that aside. Play there by Wood. He's bumped off the puck. Shot in on goal. The netminder kicks that off the glass. Kelowna escapes with speed. Hartel stops that up and will hold for a face-off. Drops that into the zone off the glass. Picked up there though by Kelowna. Parkinson flips that one towards the net, just wide. Keeps it deep in the zone. Morissette pressuring. Now Murphy after it. Murphy pulls the puck out. Looks to get to the middle of the ice for a shot, but he can't get past that Kelowna forward. He's playing good job back checking there. Murphy does a nice job there, stealing the puck out. It's clear. Hartel with the save off the quick shot out front. Was behind him, but he had it. Over to Forbes. Forbes up to Steven. Can't get it out. Shot bounced down behind the net. Lindstrom will pick it up there again. Up to the blue line. Kelowna keeps it in. Lindstrom, nice pass up to Harris. Bucks head into the zone looking for scoring opportunity here. Lumerding. Now back comes Rink. Kelowna. Back to the boards, back to the point, I should say. Lindstrom fires that up over the glass into the player's bench. Carried out by Garofalo to Turchak back to Garofalo, and it's whipped away by the Kelowna defender there. Icing on the Buffaloes, face off down in Buff territory. Tied up there, pulled up by Morris, circles the net, moves it up to Madgeville, going away from him, and Kelowna maintains possession here, dangerously in front. Again, Kelowna with possession, circling the zone into the middle of the ice, shot in on Hartel, and he makes the save and will hold on for a face-off. Bungay chases out to the point. Fired behind the net by Kelowna, and they managed to keep it in there. Edwards now circling away. Takes a slash. Chops it up off the linesman. Kelowna brings it back in. Good play there on the defensive side there by Edwards. I think he dove in front of that pass. Up high off the glass. Provan after now. Provan back to Wood. Wood finds Bungay. Bungay finds Provan. Oh, just off his stick. Glorious opportunity there. Bouncer. Doesn't quite make it to the crease. Peterson will chop that down behind the net. And Wood waits up to Provan. Oh, again he missed it. Peterson back now. Over to Parkinson. Parkinson up to Provan. Provan leads for Murphy. Murphy and poked off his stick into the corner. Morissette, chop it back into the zone. Lindstrom will pick it up at center ice. Fire it back into Kelowna territory. Buffaloes will hit it on the forecheck, led by Brady Murphy. Puck stolen there by Murphy. He tries to spin it back to the point. Morissette collects it. Back to Forbes. Forbes with a shot. Easy save for that minder. No traffic in front, but did drop the rebound in front momentarily. Buffaloes building some momentum here, it feels like, in the third period. Back to the point, Forbes with it. Forbes gets a shot wide of the net though. Perhaps looking for a rebound off that back wall. Pretty lively boards here at the Cal Tire Center. 2-on-1 now shaping up for Kelowna. Saved by RHA. Holds for a face-off. Scramble there in the draw. Morris with it. Intercepted by Kelowna, and they dump it back behind the net. Edwards, missed in move, get away, out to Turchak. Turchak skating, flips that up for Garofalo. He can't collect the pass. But he does steal it down though. Harder on the boards by Kelowna. Out to Turchak. Oh, just trickles that one wide. Garofalo with it again. Garofalo. Turchak can't get the shot through. Garofalo though, pressuring. Good forecheck here for the Buffaloes. Oh, Turchak just throwing a miss. Back in the zone, Morris has it. Morris turning away from pressure. Oh, pass is intercepted dangerously. Wood now with it. Wood pokes it into the Kelowna zone. Kelowna rims it around the boards and we'll get it out into Buffs territory. Provan with it. Provan skates it out, escaping pressure nicely. Into Kelowna territory. The body. Another rush here from Kelowna. Shot wide of the net. And Bungay will bring it up the other way. Bungay for the Buffaloes. Bungay with Wood. Rebound in front. Oh! Cleared by the Kelowna defender there. Puck laid precariously in the crease. Provan with it. Provan looks for a teammate. does get it up to Murphy, but Kelowna picks it up, quickly turns it the other way. Oh, nice clear there by Brady Murphy in front on the back check. Alaric now with it. Chops it up to the blue line and flips it out. Ripped around, a hard rim. Edwards will collect it to Alaric. Alaric can't get it out. Kelowna with pressure. Edwards does a nice job getting that puck back. Whistle's been put away now. Oh no, the ref does call that. Tripping call. Edwards was hauled down. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the third period. Buffalo's on a power play here. Great opportunity for the Buffaloes to capitalize. 2:30 left in the third. Power play tied 1-1 still. Likely need a victory to get into the medal round tomorrow. Puck back to Morris. Shot, nice block by the Kelowna forward. Alaric swings it around behind the net. Morissette can't collect the puck. And Morris chases it back in his own zone. He'd like to get reset up or regroup back there. Head out into power play unit. Chipped in by Bungay. Referee, or the netminder thought it was an icing, but clearly deflected in there. That Kelowna coach is in that ref here all the time. Faceoff will be deep in Kelowna territory. 1:23 is the penalty for the Kelowna player. Kelowna wins the draw and flips it to safety down the ice. Edwards back for it. Buffaloes look to regroup. Head up ice. Edwards will circle back. Dump it into the zone. Kelowna's there to pick it up. Fired it off the referee. Lucky for the Buffaloes, potentially here. Shot and saved by the Kelowna goaltender. He'll hold that for a face-off. 47 seconds left on the power play for Buffaloes. 1:18 on the game clock. In the building, 1:19 on mine. Oh, that's a high stick by Turchak. Face off outside the Bucks zone here. Seconds in the power play. Garofalo with it. Garofalo moves in, cuts in towards the net. Loses possession though momentarily. Dump behind the net where Stevens will go after it. Turchak on the near boards. Turchak back to Bodie Edwards at the point. Edwards to Murphy. Murphy with the shot, it's blocked. And chopped out across the line. 10 seconds to go in the power play for the Buffaloes. One last rush here with the man advantage. Edwards cuts past the Kelowna attack, Kelowna defender. Shot deflected, I think, off Garofalo. And that will be icing. Icing call with 19 seconds to go here in a 1-1 game. Kelowna will look to there's one more rush down the ice. It's chopped in. RHA will get out to stop it. Moves it around to Harris. Wood carries out, 2 seconds on the clock. He can get a shot away. He does. But that is the final buzzer for the third period. We'll be heading to overtime, 3-on-3 overtime, to determine a winner. Close up that gate, sir. On 3 for 5 minutes. Buffaloes win the draw. I believe it ends in a tie if there's no goal in the 5-minute overtime, which would result in 1 point per team, I think, which likely isn't good enough for the Buffaloes to get into the medal round. So they kind of need the win here, and that'll be 2 points, and that might be a precarious position if Red Deer beats OHA or Yale tonight. I think they play, and I think Red Deer will potentially have more points, but let's worry about this game first. Hopefully the Buffaloes can pull out a win. Oh, nice play there. Stolen away, but Murphy loses possession. Kelowna will regroup and bring it up with speed now. Pass Garofalo into the Garofalo zone. Garofalo pokes that away. And we'll be off to the races here. Seth Garofalo trying to steal the puck there. Knocked away from him. And we heading back the other way with Kelowna on the rush. Forward trying to join the play for a 2-on-1, but he can't. Majdel with it. Nice stick there for Majdel, stealing the puck. Oh. Sorry with the camera there, folks, but the puck ends up in the goalie's glove. Face off in the Ring Hockey Academy zone. Player blows a tire, but does manage to just scoop it away from Wood. And Kelowna comes back 2-on-1. Now Forbes with it. Forbes moves it up. Harris after it now with Wood. In on goal, and the netminder will hold that for a face-off. A little bit of extra stick work after the whistle. Bungay watching the Kelowna player. Offside. Referee calls that offside. Outside the Buffalo zone. Everybody standing on the Buffs bench. Kelowna now moving in with speed. Dangerous play here. Saved by Hartel. Kick to the side. Kelowna with possession though, and now they'll reverse to the point. Oh, nice move there by the Kelowna player, but he can't get around or can't maintain possession as he swung around Edwards. 1:40 to go here in overtime. Kelowna now again on the attack into the Buffalo zone. Garofalo doing a good job keeping his player to the outside, but he does sneak through now. Oh, nice stick there by Bodie Edwards to block that. Opportunity, dangerous opportunity for Kelowna. Up to Morissette now. Taylor Morissette. Bring it back to regroup. They'll head off for a change. Garofalo sneaks into the zone. Back to Wood. Madshell, Wood, and Garofalo on the ice. Ewan Wood runs into traffic there. Loses the puck. Down to under a minute here in overtime. Long stretch pass fired up to the Buffaloes line. 26 seconds to go here. Buffaloes on the rush. Oh, and they lose possession. Ewan Wood can't maintain it there, but he does steal it on the boards. Back to Murphy. Murphy off the goalie's mask there as he tried to pick the corner. Five seconds to go. Got to get in and take a shot. Take a shot. Oh, can't get the shot away. And I think that's the end of the game. Doesn't matter about these guys. It's Red Deer and Okanagan.
Oh, I see.
That we're
Right.
competing with, right? And Red Deer's playing OHA. They should likely will beat. Or yeah, they'll likely beat them. Just somber environment, eh? All of a sudden, just dead quiet.
We stay overnight because this depends what happens in the next game. Right to it Wednesday.
player of the game presentations here. Seth Garofalo, player of the game for the Buffaloes. The Buffaloes have to wait now for the results of a later game to determine whether we play tomorrow or not. If Red Deer beats Yale, I think they're playing, then they'll be in and the Buffaloes will be out. Just the top two teams in each pool make it through. So if there is another game tomorrow, I'll send a link out once we find out, and hopefully we're playing for a medal. How's the ball game going? Anyone know the score?
Which game? Oh, the ball game?
The ball game?